Thanks for checking in. Friday night, it's about 6 o'clock, and we're going to talk about the first widespread winter threat of the 2016-2017 season. Some areas have seen snow already, but this will be the first widespread threat. Real quick, I put this preliminary map out this morning. This is just a first glance. I'll update this weekend as more data comes in, but what I'm expecting is snow to break out in most areas from the pink zone up to the blue zone late Sunday night. And then things will change to rain down here. It'll change to icy mix in central Jersey, and there'll be some mixing in the light blue zone with all snow in the dark blue. So this is what I'm expecting now, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's take a look at what's happening here. I'm going to blend a few models, but for now I'll show the latest data to start. So very cold out there now. Arctic air mass just came in. Temperatures are dropping. Dew points are in the teens, and you're really going to feel the chill. If you haven't already, wait till this weekend because this is going to be a cold day tomorrow. When we get into Sunday night, we see the storms start their way. It's really a wave of low pressure starts to approach from the west. And what I want you guys to keep in mind is there's a lot of cold air ahead of it. So yes, the storm's to the west. Yes, the storm's going to try to bring up warm airs from the southwest. But if this thing isn't that strong, a lot of this low-level cold air is going to hold on. So for example, by the time we get to Sunday night, it's below freezing and almost all the way down to Delaware, if you look at it. So, and you have snow approaching rapidly from the west. What's going to end up happening here, guys, is between the hours of, say, I don't know, say 8 o'clock at night and 1 o'clock in the morning, snow's going to break out in all these regions, and you can see the model showing that. Now, the latest data shows a little bit of a weaker disturbance. This morning, it showed a little bit of a stronger disturbance, which is causing a little bit more widespread snow. And I think this is really a compromise between the two is what's going to end up happening. But as this goes on throughout the day, eventually warm air surges in, and the snow changes. They're really not rain up in the northern areas. It's actually really ice up there because the temperatures are going to be hovering around 32 degrees between the hours of, say, 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. But with that being said, I think we really have to watch out for a front-end accumulation in a lot of the areas in the light blue. Solid 2 to 5 inches, 5 inches more for the higher elevations, 1 to 2, and that will be all in the front end. So say between the hours of, say, 9 and 11. And then up here, 4 to 8. Again, if we have to bring it down, if we have to bring it a little up, we'll see. But right now, I like what I have. And again, it's a front-end thump followed by mixing for most areas. And then the regions up to the north are going to see most of the snow, especially up in central New York State, Massachusetts, southern Vermont. That's where the best chances of 4 to 8 are. And if that wasn't enough, guys, watch out because by the time we get to the end of next week, we have a very, very big surge of Arctic air coming in again and a revisit of the polar vortex. So we have a lot to talk about. Next update tomorrow.